Welcome to the house next door
with Barbara Giglio,
and Anthony Harris,
where real estate meets reality.
Welcome back to the house next door,
where real estate meets reality. I'm Barbara Giglio.
And I'm Anthony Harris.
And we are the house next door. Okay. So this is now season 2, episode 6.
Wow, we're just plowing right through it.
And I am really embracing my moo-moo phase. I haven't worn my moo-moos in quite some time, and I don't know why. Why have I just been?
Are they going out of style?
No, the moo-moo will never go out of style. Okay, they just been lingering, wasting away in my closet, and I've been feeling fluffier lately. So it's like, man, these moo-moos are, this is the way to go. And so I'm all about my fun dresses
until a shot.
Yes, my fat shot. So, okay.
We can't call it the fat shot. That's not political.
That is not politically correct. I did not say that. Scratch that.
The
GLP ones, which we talked about how I wasn't going to do that. And then I tried it, right? I tried the black market one. It didn't go well. And
so she has different expectations for the
yeah. And so I went to my doctor and we talked about, boring things. One of the things being...
So you didn't talk about anal warts?
No, we did not talk about anal warts. Not with that doctor. You have anything wrong...
That's the concierge doctor.
Yeah, the concierge doctor, you don't tell them those things.
That's the bougie doctor.
Yeah. So we're just talking about, perimenopause, getting older, 50. And for me, I've got some friends who are 50 and they work out. They look amazing.
Good for them.
And they're gorgeous.
Good for them.
And I'm like, want to be like that.
The Tracy Tudors of the world.
Well, and I was like that when I was training for Pilates. I was teaching Pilates and I trained to be a yoga instructor. And it was just kind of something I do for fun on the side. And I was in such good shape. But then I took a year off when I moved. And when I took that year off, it wasn't supposed to be a year, but was just supposed to be a couple months. And then it turned into a year as I was just moving and unpacking and getting used to having my mom close by and being there for her, and then balancing real estate in a different section that I normally work Williamson County, and now I'm working in Bastrop County. So it was just, a lot of change.
Adapting.
Yeah. And so I kind of neglected my own self-care.
Yep.
And hence now I'm
a moo-moo phase.
Now I'm in a moo-moo phase. My doctor did say, let's try GPL1. And so I'm going to give it another try. I'll let y'all know how it goes. This one, I'm doing the old school Ozempic. I'm right there doing it. But I'm microdosing because I'm so sensitive to everything. And I'm going to make sure my protein intake is good. And I'm going to make sure that I'm doing my PVOL, my yoga, and my Pilates to help keep the muscle mass. And we'll see. I don't want to be like super skinny. I just want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
And, be able to sit on this podcast and
not look like an Oompa Loompa.
And not look like an Oompa Loompa. Sometimes it's just hard. It's hard as you age.
That's Patrick's Day one.
Yeah, I know.
It was the color of the shirt.
It's the color of the shirt.
Or the angle of the camera.
It's something that I didn't think about, but now, and I think my generation of women, Gen Xers, are talking about it now as we go through, like I went through, this is going to sound so egotistical, but I went through most of my life being really fit and not really having to try at it. And I was, I was fairly pretty and, had, attention. And then as you get to, not that I needed attention, but, we put something together, I'm like, oh, I look good.
And then you go on an Instagram video, just like the other realtors.
No. And then as you get older, things just change. Even if you're like, I don't know, I guess if you're Jennifer Aniston and all those things, that it doesn't matter.
It's plastic.
But for me, it's just like all of a sudden I feel kind of invisible, right? Yeah. I just like don't feel pretty anymore. I don't feel, it's like it's trying to find your new self.
Identity-ish.
Yeah, kind of your new self as you age. Like those things don't really matter as much anymore, but it's just this weird transition.
Yeah.
Of just, feeling like a cute little 50-year-old, not 50-year-old.
50.
But anyway, so my GPL1 journey is part of that. So we'll see how it goes. But if I get all like super skinny, then, shut me down.
Start feeding you cookies.
Yeah, because I do have that past history of eating disorders, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah. Oh my gosh, we got off topic.
Yeah, real quick.
Real quick.
We didn't even make it through the intro.
No, we didn't even make it through the intro. So this episode, we're talking about, Anthony, the unhinged things buyers and sellers do.
Oh, and we got plenty of them.
We got plenty of them. And we're going to have another game. So I have my little cheat sheet again because we have some games that we're going to play.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I'm into the game playing. It's fun. So let's start with, gosh. Yeah, and to start with you have in particular, I feel like you have so many stories. Like you're always calling me like, you're not going to believe what just happened. And I'm like, oh gosh, I really honestly didn't believe that's what you were going to tell me. So you have one with a goat. I mean, just get started. I mean, you just talk.
Yeah. So I was showing a client probably 6 months ago and it was a couple acres, not crazy, like 2 or 3. And we were walking there. I had this guest house that was sketchy. And we're walking to it, and one of the goats starts charging after my client. Apparently, goats are pretty aggressive.
I did not know this.
Yeah. So if you are ever in a gated area with a goat, just be careful.
I've only done goat yoga. And they were not aggressive.
And they were little baby goats.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They just pooped on my mat.
Oh. Gross. Will you put your face?
Well, no.
And this is why you don't do yoga anymore.
I don't do yoga with goats much. But what did it do? Like it's chasing your...
It charged after him. And
was it a big goat?
Yeah, it was like this big.
Oh my gosh.
And it had the little horns like this.
It had horns?
Yes.
And was it like with its head down, running towards
charging.
Like charging?
Yep. Yeah.
So did your client have to like book it?
Yeah.
Were you booking it too?
Yes. Of course I was. I was outside. So we booked it, shut the gate, and then we stood right there and we're like, okay, well, that was fun.
And you didn't know that there was a goat there.
Well, we knew there was goats, but they were minding their own business, and then this one got upset. I don't know why.
He was a Billy Goat Gruff.
Yes.
He was a Billy Goat Gruff. He didn't want you in his space. Oh my gosh.
So that's is that an unhinged seller?
I don't think that. Yes, that might be an unhinged seller because his goat was being cranky, but that could just be more of an unhinged goat.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah. And you had a dog one too, didn't you?
Yes. So
okay.
I don't know if we've talked about the dog one before.
I can't.
I feel like we did, but we'll talk about it again.
Okay. Because it was really traumatic.
Yeah. So there was this house I was going out to, and this dog has a bite history that just bit someone else's clients like 2 weeks beforehand. And I knew this, and so I went to go.
It bit your mom's client.
Yes.
And she had to go to the hospital.
Yes, and get stitches. Yeah.
So elaborate on that a little bit.
So this dog is aggressive, or could be, and so my mom told the client to lock up their dog so that it doesn't bite people.
Your mom's the listing agent.
Yes.
Okay.
And the seller didn't do it. The dog got out, bit the client, and then so on and so forth. So then I go over there. I tell her to make sure the dog is up and in the kennel.
Yeah.
I get there. I'm walking to the door and knock. The dog comes running out. I book it and I run down the stairs. She had this little half gate at the front. I tumbled over it. My sunglasses went flying, hit my ear on the iron gate.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, the dog's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And see, it's like, that's an unhinged thing for a seller to do.
Yeah.
You know, you have an aggressive dog. You have strangers coming into your house. Come on.
Yep.
Like lock your dog up. This is not okay.
This is not rocket science.
This is not rocket science. I can get like missing the goat because like
what are you supposed to do?
It's a farm animal, right? They're gonna do what they're gonna do here and there, and it's like enter the pasture at your own risk.
Yeah, exactly.
But oh my gosh. You also had one about a dungeon, didn't you? No. Was it a basement?
No, it was a dungeon.
Okay.
So it was a normal room. Well, not normal, but it was a room in the 1-story house.
Was it your seller or were you
showing?
No,
I was showing a buyer.
Okay.
It was traumatizing.
Okay. Go on. I must know now. Because you didn't tell me the whole story.
So should I tell both where it's unhinged seller and unhinged room? Okay.
Yeah, because I think it goes in hand. I mean, if you're listing your house and you have a dungeon, immediately that qualifies as being an unhinged builder or a seller. Thank you.
So I was previewing the house for my clients. They were very particular, and
they're looking for a house with a dungeon.
They were moving from Lakeway, so old Lakeway.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Good track.
So I go preview this house, and the appointment's at 3:00 or
Okay.
whatever. I get there at 2:55 or 2:52. I go knock on the door. I'm early. That's fine. I'm just previewing it.
Yeah.
Knock on the door. One of the sellers comes out and he says, "Hello." I'm like, "Hi, I'm Anthony. I'm showing the house. I'm doing a walkthrough.
I'm showing the house in like 10 minutes.
Yeah." And he's like, "It's not 3:00 yet. You can wait out in your car until we're ready."
Oh,
I was like, "Okay."
wow.
And, we just had 5 minutes, 3 minutes. So,
Interesting. Okay,
so-
that's a mood to
Yep.
start the showing. Okay.
unhinged.
Well, they probably had somebody in the basement. Okay,
Yeah.
anyway, go on.
So I go out to my car, wait, go back, knock. 5 minutes later.
Are they still there?
Yes.
They didn't leave?
No.
Okay.
You can come in now.
So did that mean they were staying?
Yes.
Okay.
You can come in now. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Looking around, taking some pictures,
What are they doing while you're
just following me.
they're following
Mhm.
you?
Yeah.
Oh my they're gonna put you
There's
in the
3 of
dungeon.
them.
There's
3. Yes, 3 men.
3 men?
Yes. And
Oh, that's not comfortable.
No. So then I get to this room and it is full on dungeon. They have made the walls make it look like trees.
Okay.
It's dark, no windows. They've closed them all off.
Like
There's
black them out?
Yes. Like you can't even see where the window was. They've like blocked them with these fake tree things, trunks. And I don't even remember what furniture like it was like World of Warcraft theme or something where it was
Like Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes. Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's what it was.
Oh.
It was very unique. I don't think they had any furniture.
Sure it was unique.
What would the listing description be? Embrace yourself into a magical world.
Yes. Yeah. All your fantasies can come true, and the magical forest of
Torture.
Did they have so it was just an empty room with all this stuff on the
I don't remember what was. I just remember what
you're
was on the wall.
You're
I was
probably traumatized.
Yeah, and I told my clients, I was like, "Y'all are not gonna like this. We're
And
not
plus
gonna see this."
you had 3 guys behind you
Yes.
following you into this dark
It was
room.
weird. Yeah, it was a very weird.
That's how realtors die.
It was probably my night. Probably my day.
That's how we die. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is unhinged.
And it was a cool house. It was a historic house downtown San Marcos. And I
Okay.
remember the street. I don't remember which house, but it had potential.
Well, yeah. So does Satan's lair.
Oh, and it gets better. It gets better because in the back, I forgot about this, but in the back they had a garage that they added a garage apartment, and it was like 25% done. And all I could think about was I was getting murdered back there.
Did you?
No.
They gave you that
Well,
vibes. I mean, obviously you didn't get murdered. I meant, did you think that? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, God.
So-
Did they follow you out to there?
Yes, of course they did.
Oh my gosh. What
Yeah.
were they hiding?
I don't know.
They were up to something.
Yeah,
That's-
not anything I wanted part in.
That is not-
Unhinged.
that is unhinged. That is absolutely unhinged.
And I was probably unhinged for going.
Well, I mean, that's the thing.
And
is
of
we
course,
don't
the
know.
MLS pictures didn't have the dungeon in it because why would they?
Oh, it didn't share.
No.
Oh, see, again, that's like our last episode where we talk about people catfishing us
Yep.
with these photos, and then we get to the house and it's an ugly Zilla.
Zilla?
It's not a pretty Zilla. I don't even know what a Zilla is, but it just came out of my mouth. Yeah, I've had, gosh, I can't even tell you how many unhinged buyers and sellers I've had. It's part of the reason why I do Botox, because it just this industry ages you so quickly, and probably part of the reason why I'm fluffy, because I got to eat my feelings sometimes. So I had one where the seller was already like unrealistic with price and all that other stuff.
What?
I know, shocking. It never happens. And the condition
Sorry for the sarcasm.
and the condition of the house is just kind of rough and whatever.
Oh, I thought it was going to be amazing.
Oh, of course, right? Overpriced and crappy looking? Never. And so we were under contract, and it took a minute, but we got under contract, and then they went through the inspection, everything like that. And then my seller just decides, like, it's time to turn off the utilities. Let's just turn off all the utilities
We don't
on
need
the
these.
house. And I think the inspector had to come back for something, but they just decided to turn everything off. And you can't do that. When you're under contract, you need to keep all the utilities on, especially for the inspections. And I think, yes, I remember correctly, we were not done with the inspections. And so you have to keep that all on.
What?
And
so the inspector can do their job?
You can do their job. Exactly. And he argued with me about it. He's like, well, I'm trying to save money on HVAC and this. And it was just my understanding if I'm, it's under contract and I'm not living there anymore, they can just put it all in their name. And so he had like the gas shut off, the water shut off, everything. Gosh. And I was like, so I yelled at him and he's like, well, I didn't know. And I said, you knew. We talked about this. You are a seasoned buyer and seller. You did this because you wanted to save $1, and that is not okay. So he wanted the buyers to pay to have all of the things turned back on. And I said, no. I said, I'm not even going to go to that buyer's agent and ask for that. This is your responsibility. You're the one who did it. You need to have it all turned back on.
I'm pretty sure it's in the listing agreement.
It is in the listing agreement, or in the contract.
I think it's in both.
Probably that you have to keep everything on. I mean, it's just like, do I even have to have this conversation?
Yeah.
But yes, I do. And I think I probably didn't have it with him before, but it's just kind of common knowledge. You don't turn off all of your stuff. Now on foreclosures and things like that does happen where the utilities need to be turned off, and the listing agent will get them turned back on when you have inspections, depending on it. Yeah. But yeah, he just argued with me. He was going to die on that hill. And I was like, no.
Just to save $200.
Just to save and he ended up having to pay more because he had to go back and turn everything on. And that's actually a pretty tame one. I mean, I've had some pretty wild ones, but I just remember getting so frustrated with him and so much that was going on in that transaction. At one point, I did say, I think it's time that I'm not going to be your realtor anymore. And I tried to quit 3 times and they would not let me quit.
Oh.
He just kept saying, no.
It's like a toxic relationship.
It is. It's a toxic relationship. And he just would not let me quit. He's like, no. I'm like, no, I think it's time. You're not listening to me. You're not respecting me. I'm not able to get you to the finish line. Because when I start a listing or I'm working with a buyer, I want us to be on the same page. I mean, we're going to get off the same page sometimes because just the story changes, right? Yeah. But for the most part, I want to take on agency with people I know I can help them. I can help them get to where they're going. And when I no longer can help you to where you're going because
you don't know where you're going,
and you change the story, and it's like, those change your own ending stories, and they like decided to change it to something. I was like, no, I'm not on that board. I'm not
what I signed up for.
I'm getting off this train. And it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me. And I'm like, oh gosh, okay, fine. I just bared through it. And we got to the finish line, but it took a lot of me actually kind of strong arming my own client.
Yeah.
Which
we have to do sometimes.
I was not negotiating and being strong.
You were negotiating for yourself.
For the buyer. I mean, the buyers were being completely reasonable. My seller was being an unhinged jerk.
Yep.
And I was having to manage basically a toddler.
Yeah.
And it's so hard. It's so frustrating and not worth it. Okay. Let's talk about, I have my little notes. Let's talk about buyers making interesting decisions and sellers that are refusing to do basic prep. Do you have anything like that there? I mean, I do, but.
You go.
So, well, you said you had that one where you're like, there was underwear all over the house.
Oh, yeah.
Was that your seller?
No, I was the buyer's agent.
Okay, but this seller was not willing to do basic prep, so there was underwear.
Yes. So the house was, it was disgusting in terms of it was a single older guy that lived there, just like bachelor type style. It was gross. Never, I don't know. It hadn't been cleaned in a year, and we were walking. I don't even remember which client it was. We got to the master bedroom or primary bedroom.
Yeah.
And there was dirty underwear on the floor. And like, you didn't even have the common decency just to pick it up and put it in the hamper. Like,
right. Yeah.
It's all over the floor. We walk in and it just turned off my buyers.
Well, of course.
Yeah. They're like, this is gross. The pool had this huge pool. It was full of green. Like, just didn't care for the house. It was on a big lot over by Fisherman's Park.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the house, and it was a big house, but he just didn't care for it.
Yeah, he just threw his little undies around how people are going to go. Exactly.
I wonder if the viewers like that noise.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Or, buyers who bring their kids into showings.
Or dogs.
Oh, I did. I had a buyer brought a dog in and it took a poop. It took a poop on the floor. And
this is why we don't bring pets into showing.
This is why we
unless
don't.
they're service animals.
And then sometimes just their kids too, which, we bring our
They
kids
poop
in.
on the floor.
But then they go and use the bathrooms, right?
Yep.
And like, oh, can my kids use the bathroom?
No.
And we're doing a showing and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's fine. Just, And then I go back in there just to make sure everything's okay. And there's just pee all over the floor. There's a turd floating in the toilet. And I'm like, what am I?
This episode's going to make everybody hang up.
What am I going to do? I'm like, how am I supposed to? I can't tell the listing agent, like, oh, I'm sorry, these kids came through and took a poop. Now I can't get it down the toilet. It's just floating.
Gross.
Do I just pretend that didn't happen?
Or my favorite is in the listing pictures where the toilet seat is up.
Yeah.
And then same when you go view the house, the toilet seats are up. Oh.
Yeah. That's another thing. You always have to put the toilet seats down. But buyers come in and they just, like unhinged buyers coming in, treating these houses that like they're their houses, right?
And I was going to say, I've had buyers before where they sit on the couch, put their feet up, and I'm like, this is not our house.
This isn't.
Oh, and I had kids one time that there was a TV on a bracket and they almost knocked the TV off of the bracket.
Yeah.
And they were throwing the ball inside the living room.
Yeah. No.
Unhinged.
It's unhinged, but I think really using the bathroom and doing some big number twos, and then not being able to wipe because there's no toilet paper or flush the toilet. These are not things
you know what?
This
is a crappy episode.
This is a crappy episode. It's taking a turn.
Or a turn.
Okay.
We'll stop with that.
Okay, let's get to our game.
Oh, we have another game. What is the game?
Okay, it's called Would You Buy It? And I don't know if it really relates to our episode being about unhinged buyers and sellers. And believe me, I feel like we kind of dialed it back on some of our unhinged moments because we had some really I think we're protecting ourselves from it because
I've had no gun pulled on me.
Oh, so that's good.
Yeah.
I've had Play-Doh thrown at my face.
Kid or adult?
And I've had an adult. And I've had and I've had sellers not show up for closings.
Oh, I had a fight at the closing. He came in and said F you and ran out.
Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I
had, that's an unhinged seller.
That's an unhinged seller. I had one where the survey almost crashed the closing because the buyer got all upset about the survey, even though we had seen the survey. Now we decided we have an issue with the survey. There are so many.
That's the way the contract says how many days you have to object to it.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And there's so many things that we deal with that we just block out when someone says, tell me about your unhinged seller and buyer moments. You're like, I can't. I'm like, I need therapy for that. They're locked deep inside. But I'll give you some of these other peripheral ones that haven't traumatized me. But the real ones, just talk to me for 20 more minutes and I'll start sobbing.
Let's play our game.
Okay.
And we talk about the game, but then we don't even.
I know. Then we don't do it.
Well, okay. No, beforehand we talk about it, but then I forget, and then we don't even have details. So.
Okay. Would you buy it? Okay. So I'm going to give you scenarios of a house or situation. And would you buy it or would you not buy it?
All right.
Okay. It has termites, active termites.
It depends. Is that an answer?
Well, yeah, you can totally depend that because you have one right now that's new construction with active termites and your guys might buy it.
Yeah, they will.
As long as they fix it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's doable.
Yeah, it depends on the damage because, if they're eating away at the whole house, then that's a different story then.
It's not unhinged. It's not a deal breaker. No operable plumbing, because I've had this happen to me.
At what cost? Is it cheap?
Okay,
is it a good deal? Is it worth being able to put the plumbing in?
Would you buy it?
No,
I would.
I don't do plumbing.
I would if it was for
cheap
the
enough.
right. If it was for the right price,
because that's where you make your money.
I can overcome that obstacle and make some. Yeah, exactly. I can overcome no operable plumbing. Hot spots in the electrical panel.
So back to the plumbing with the plumbing, I would do it, but I would do my due diligence and get scoping and
Yeah,
stuff
that's what
like
I
to
did.
get- okay,
Yeah,
yep.
that's what I did.
Yep.
And it was truly not operable. And it wasn't a deal breaker.
Yep.
Like,
If
okay,
the price works.
if the price works. So, but for some
and the
people,
risk.
that would be a deal breaker,
Yeah.
but not. Okay.
Okay. So electrical.
Hot spots in the electrical, like arcing.
That's shocking.
That is shocking.
I would do it if the price was right.
Okay. You would
Yep.
do it if the price
I would
was
make
right.
sure the electricity was turned off before closing, though. That's when I would turn. I'd be like, we're shutting this down.
Oh, my friend told me, my mentor, she told me about one where they closed, and the day it closed, the house caught on fire.
In Bath Shop, we had that with the fires.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. Well,
Yep.
this
And read the contract at the very bottom of it.
what does it say?
It says that the seller will give all insurance monies to the buyer,
Interesting.
but usually there's a loan on it, so the
Yeah.
buyer's not going to close because it can't.
yeah.
So
yeah.
that's the caveat. But
Well, this one closed and then caught on fire.
Oh.
Yeah.
did it fund beforehand?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally funded
Then
and
it's the
cut
new
it.
buyer.
It's the new buyer. Okay. So, here's another one in the electrical. Knob and tube wiring throughout the home, which for people who don't know, knob and tube wiring is old school historic home wiring where it's cloth and then electrical wires. So you can imagine that is probably not very
It's a fire hazard,
sparks, and then your entire walls just catch on fire.
and it's historic, so it's
Yeah.
all wood and
Yeah, so you have to redo your entire electrical. And the price is right. Okay, the price is right. Are
Yep.
you going to say, you're going to do
yep,
it?
I am.
I'm going to do it too.
And then I get to make the electrical how I want it.
That's right. You could add can lighting and
Uh-huh.
all that, recessed
Yep.
lighting. Okay.
So 100%.
Okay. Would you buy the house? Again, this has happened. All these scenarios have happened, just so everybody knows. If no one knows where the septic tank is, I'm going to say no.
I think so too.
No. We got to know where the septic tank
Yeah.
is.
Is it?
Sorry.
Is it figure outable with a scope?
I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
me
I can
neither.
have to redo my plumbing.
Yeah. But
But
if we don't know where it is,
I need to know where the poop
especially
tank
if it's
is.
even if it's on acreage, good luck.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. We
yeah.
need to know where the poop tank is. And okay, this is another scenario that has happened. The neighbor tells you the home is owned by someone who's on the FBI's most wanted list, or was at one time owned.
So I think I would research that because neighbors are just full of it.
I know.
Neighbors just tell you things that whatever they want to say
It's
to
sometimes
float their boat.
They'll tell you like, oh, these guys were swingers. You get that a lot, especially in like Sun City.
Oh yeah.
The neighbors will come out and be like, well, these guys were swingers. And then you're
And
like,
they're waiting for you at the window. They're waiting, looking at you, and they're like, "Oh, someone's there. We gotta go."
right. And then you're like, why are you asking? Is it because you're a swinger?
Oh,
And
plot
you want to
twist.
know if we're swingers or my clients as well? Like, just saying, you got to watch with those neighbors. Okay.
So I think I would investigate it,
Okay.
and then if it was, I don't think I would because
think
you
I would.
you don't know who they're affiliated with, and
Yeah.
that's going to come to that house.
Agreed.
Yep.
I'm going to say no because I don't want somebody knocking on my door looking for some drug money.
Yep. I don't
Okay.
think they would knock. I think they just shoot.
Yeah, I don't want the cartel showing up. Okay, last one.
Not at the farmhouse.
You know it has hauntings. And by it has hauntings is when you Google search, okay, because this happened to me. There was a house I really loved when I was looking historic. I Googled it. It was the only house in the area that had known ghost stories or folk urban legend of ghost stories.
I would not.
So I didn't.
I can't even sleep in a
No.
house alone by myself. Like, that's not haunted. Like, how do you expect me to sleep in a haunted
Yeah.
house?
Yeah, this one has
And-
stories.
And you can't do anything about haunting.
well, you
like,
can.
Like, so well,
You can
we do
burn some sage.
and yeah, but that
You could
doesn't
bring
fully
it-
that
you
doesn't
could bring
always
in-
fully get away the ghost. Like,
Yeah.
if someone broke into my house, I could shoot them. I can't shoot a ghost. That's
Or you-
kind of creepy.
Well, no. I think it's
Did I call Ghostbusters?
yes. You call a medium, and they come in and they tell the ghost to leave.
But that's not even guaranteed. Or do you remember on $1 Million Listing where they took the bell?
yeah, you could, or you bring a priest in. But I mean, I didn't buy it.
Yeah,
and
I don't
and
think
it
I would.
wasn't proven haunted stories, but they had said that a woman would be seen in 1840s or something clothing walking the staircase. Lights would go on and off upstairs. You could hear crunching of soldiers, military soldiers walking in front of the
Oh.
property because it was a site of a military camp. And yeah, so I was like, nope.
Yeah, that's a
Nope, nope,
hard
nope, nope,
pass.
nope, nope. Hard pass. Yeah. Okay.
Crazy.
Well, that's it for our episode today, folks. I think it was kind of
Yay.
fun. Lighthearted. Didn't get too nitty gritty on ratting out some of our sellers and buyers. We were being nice.
How about other agents?
Oh yeah. We actually really behaved. This episode we could have been really
unhinged.
We could have been unhinged.
Yeah, we'd probably get some track violations.
I don't know why we're in like a nice mood, and we're not always in a nice mood. So, well, until next time, tune in.
See you next week. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Yes, so please like, subscribe, comment,
Share.
follow.
Whatever it might be.
Until next time.